G'day everyone, it's Matt here from RM Marine, and today we're down here on the Mornington Peninsula. The sun's shining, blue skies, and I want to walk you through this brand new repower that we've done on this cat. As you can see beside me, twin 200 in pearlescent white. They're F200XSA, so they're the digital steering, and this complete package has a full Helm Master as well. So let's have a look at these engines. I'll walk you through it, and I'll walk you up at the helm as well and show you some of the features that this boat has. All right, let's have a chat about the F200 here. So this is a brand new F200XSA in pearlescent white. So it's a premium, the top of the line unit, especially with our chrome badging here. We've got our digital over hydraulic steering just here. And we've also got our stainless steel propeller. Also, because this engine, this engine package is coupled up with the Helm Master EX, we also have our light in the rear here, which is our warning light for the Helm Master system when it's operational on its own. All right, so let's have a look at the helm. Let's go up. The helm here. So we've got a few new features here, obviously. First things first, we've got our digital control here that has quite a few functions on it, which we'll go through when we're out on the water today. But we've got our power button, our start and stop here. We can set up a thing called trim assist where both engines trim at certain RPMs throughout the range. We've got our single lever control as well. So what we can do when we press that button, we can actually eliminate one lever altogether and operate both engines just on the one handle. And as you can see, we've got our LED lights in our controller here. So when we do put it in and out of gear, we can actually see while it's in neutral, it's in red. And when we put it into gear, it'll go green. So it's a good warning feature to let you know if you look down and you're unsure whether it's in gear or not, the lights will give you a nice guide. Moving on, we've got our CL5 here, which is our main screen for both the engines. As you can see, we've got our tacho, we've got fuel at the top here, and we've got our trim either side, and it is a touch screen, so we can actually swipe across and we can get some more features out of there. We get oil and engine temperature, all that sort of thing. And if we scroll across again, we can actually get some of our menu here as well. So we'll go through a few of those features. We have our autopilot system up here as well. So we've got our heading hold, course hold, track point, and pattern steer. And over here is our biggest one of all, our Helm Master joystick. This works amazingly with twin engines. We'll go through some of the features out on the water, but we've got drift point, stay point, and fish point, and we can obviously drive forward and back, and we can get lateral movement as well, so we can go left to right. Also, electric helm here. Looks like a standard hydraulic helm, but it is a digital system. All right, so now you know some of the features inside. Let's get it hooked up and take it down to the water. Let's launch it, and we'll go and show you a few features of the Helm Master EX. Now we're going to head down the water and water test this boat, do a bit of calibration on the Helm Master system, and then we'll take you guys for a ride in this cat with twin 200s. We've just launched down at Rye now, so we're about to head off and do some water testing on this boat with our brand new F200XSAs in white. Alright everyone, we're out on the water down at Rye here. We've just done some small calibrations like our compass calibration, a bit of joystick calibration as well, and working out our tow in and tow out on our engines, seeing that we've got dual engine set up. So as you can see, it's a beautiful day out here. It's only blowing about sort of 8 to 10 knots. As I said, control here, so we've got digital controls, which makes it a lot easier. You can just, you've got bugger all friction there. We've got our LED lights there, so we can see that it's in gear. We've got our CL5 display here that tells us our trim on either side, plus our tacho, our fuel, and our speed there as well. We've got our autopilot system up here that we've just calibrated as well and done some checks. And obviously we've got our Helm Master joystick as well. So some of the benefits with Helm Master is with the joystick side of things on twins is we can put it into a thing called stay point. We press stay point, what it does now is it puts the engines in a position and uses the GPS to allow the boat to stay in exactly the position that you press the button at. So if you have a look out the back, you'll see the engines doing their own thing, and I'm just standing away from the helm ever so slightly. You can watch the engines move back and forth, steer left to right to hold us in that position while we're out here. So some of the other features that we've got as well is we can, when we go into joystick mode, we can actually use this to steer the boat as well, forward, reverse, left and right, and we've got our lateral movement as well. So if we go, we've got different thrust levels as well. So if we go to different thrust levels here, we put the positive and negative here, we can go up in different thrust levels, as you can see. And then what we can do with the joystick, we can move it forward. We're in gear, we're moving forward, and I can steer it as well. So I'm not actually touching the steering wheel, and we can actually steer the boat around the corner like so. Same in reverse as well. If I once I let the joystick go, it all disengages everything. I can put it in reverse as well. You know, depending on the thrust level, it depends on how aggressive that it is. So if we bring the thrust level down to say 1 and we put in reverse, we'll find that the thrust level is only very minimal. We put it into 5, thrust level 5, we're going to put in reverse again. That's quite aggressive. So depending on the wind and the tides and everything when you're using your Helm Master is depending on the thrust level that we'd use to dock. So what we'll do, we'll head in and we'll show a bit of docking against the jetty down at Rye here and show you what this system can actually do. Through how we operate our Helm Master through our joystick and the lateral movement that we can get out of it and how we can steer the boat as we're coming in. So currently I'm just using traditional with the controls and the steering, and as I get a little bit closer, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put it into joystick mode, which I'll show you in a second. Select my thrust level, and then I'm going to actually come up to the jetty. I'm going to do a full 180 and pull up sideways against the jetty. So just watch how I maneuver the boat with the joystick, and you'll get to see how impressive the Helm Master EX system is. Alright. So we're sort of parallel with the jetty here. I'm just going to put it in the neutral. I'll just slow it down a little bit, so I'll put it in reverse. Get a little bit of movement out of it. Alright, so now I'm going to put it in the joystick mode. I'm going to press the joystick, select my thrust level, say 3, and I'm actually going to turn this around. So what I'm going to do is actually just turn the joystick, and you'll be able to see it's actually physically spinning around at a 180 degrees. So there's lots of different inputs I can put into here. So as I'm twisting it, I can actually push the joystick forward and actually get a little bit of forward movement. If I feel myself on, sort of drifting away, or I'm sort of not doing what I'd like it to do, I can actually put a little bit of input in a different way. So you can put multiple joystick movements in it at any one time. All right. So once I've done a full 180 here, that's going to give us some lateral movement. They're going to pull us up side onto the jetty. Alright, so here we go. So a bit of side movement. So when I've got side movement, what I can do is actually move the joystick forward, and I can twist it at the same time. And what I'm doing is I'm actually pulling up against the jetty. Takes a little bit of concentration, but once you've got the hang of it, you'll find that it actually works really, really well. And here we are, we're just about to pull up against the jetty here. A little bit of tide, a little bit of wind. And there we are. That's the lateral movement in a Helm Master EX system. All done by Yamaha, all integrated by Yamaha. It's all Yamaha products, no third party stuff. That's how it works. That's how easy it is to operate. Alright guys, well that concludes our water testing down here at Rye with these two brand new Yamahas on this big aluminium cat. So if you're in the market for repowering, or you want to know more about the Helm Master EX, or even if you want Helm Master EX on your boat, give us a ring on 5986 7788. Chuck us a message on our website on rmmarine.com.au. More than happy to assist and even take you out for a water test on one of these beauties.